Welcome to part 18, transferable skills from teaching. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about some skills that transferred from teaching that I was able to utilize as an engineer. So, communication. Communication is the biggest skill set that I took from teaching. So with teaching, I'm naturally a talker because I'm used to talking to people. And a lot of times with engineers, some engineers can be a little introverted and not willing to do presentations, not willing to talk. Some of them just want to sit at their computer and do their work and not be put as the center of attention. But as you can see, I like to talk. And so it came in handy for me being a communicator, because a lot of the people that I work with, they had a good relationship with me. So they knew that I was going to be walking out on the floor. I was going to be coming to them, asking them, hey, how's everything going? They knew I was collecting data, and they knew that based on the data I was getting, I was going to be communicating back with them. Hey, we need to look at this. We need to make sure we pay attention to this. And so communication was a big skill that I brought from teaching. Also, organization. I brought that from teaching. Being organized. You need to be organized as an engineer as well. You have different projects going on, and they all could be different. You need to make sure that you're staying up to date on what the latest is with that project, because you're going to have folks asking you, hey, what's going on with this? And you need to be able to give them a current update. Some other transferable skills is empathy. All right, so just like I had empathy for my students, I also worked in manufacturing, and I had empathy for the people that I work with. So if they would come to me and they would tell me an issue they were having, I would make sure that I would not stop until I got their issue settled. That's just the kind of engineer that I was. I was an engineer. I wasn't the engineer that just sit behind the desk and wait for the problems to come to me. I was actually on the floor, walking around, asking questions, talking to people. Hey, how's this going for you? So how can we make this better for you? So I quickly became the person that if people needed something and they wanted something, hey, they knew that they could go find Chastity, and she would try to go and get it for them. So in teaching, you do a lot of, I wrote a lot of directions, telling students, I taught different concepts, taught different content as a language arts teacher. Guess what? That same skill I needed to use in engineering, especially as a manufacturing engineer. I had to be able to write what is called standard work instructions, and that is a set of instructions that tells an employee how to do their job step by step. Step 1, the directions. Step 2, the directions. And all of these had pictures. So I would take pictures of the process, and then I would write it out in standard work instructions. And so that was very similar to education. I made sure to also just let the employees know it is important that you follow the standard work instructions and you do not deviate from this process, because if you do, it could be costly. And we can get into that later. But yes, there was a lot of things in engineering that I took from teaching, and it just came natural to me. All right, so that concludes my video on transferable skills from teaching to engineering.